Hey everyone! Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to remove those stubborn oil stains, step by step, using simple methods that are both effective and easy to do at home. But first, what are the things you'll need to complete this task? For the full list and where to get them, check the description and pinned comment below. Now that you have all your tools and materials ready, let's get into it. Get rid of it! Step 1. Act fast if you can. If you catch the stain right away, you're ahead of the game. The longer oil sits, the harder it can be to remove because it gets absorbed into the fabric. As soon as you notice the stain, don't rub it. This is important because rubbing can push the oil deeper into the fibers of the fabric. What to do instead? Blot the stain gently with a clean paper towel or cloth. You're not trying to rub it out yet, just get as much of the excess oil as you can without spreading it around. But what if you're dealing with an old oil stain? Then check out the video that will show up on your screen right about now. Step 2. Use absorbent powder. Now, you need to absorb as much of the oil as possible before it sets in. You can use everyday household items for this. Grab some cornstarch, baby powder, or even baking soda. Any of these will work. These powders are great at soaking up oil from fabrics. How to apply it? Sprinkle the powder generously over the stain until it's fully covered. Let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. If the stain is really fresh, you might even see the powder start to change color as it absorbs the oil. Step 3. Brush off the powder. Once you've let the powder sit, take a soft-bristled brush or an old toothbrush and gently brush off the powder. You want to do this over a sink or trash can because it can get messy. If the stain is still visible, and it probably will be, don't panic. That's completely normal. Step 4. Pre-treat the stain. Now that you've gotten rid of the excess oil, it's time to get to the actual stain. A good grease-cutting dish soap is perfect for this. The same stuff you use on your greasy pots and pans works wonders on oily stains in fabric. How to apply it? Pour a small amount of dish soap directly onto the stain. Gently rub it in with your fingers or a soft-bristled brush, working it into the fabric. Let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes so the soap has time to break down the oil molecules. Step 5. Rinse with warm water. Once the dish soap has had a chance to work, rinse the fabric with warm water. Make sure the water isn't too hot because that can cause the oil to set further into the fabric. Warm water is best for helping to dissolve oils and lift them out of the fibers. Step 6. Repeat if necessary. Sometimes, especially with old or large stains, one round of treatment might not be enough. Don't worry if the stain doesn't come out entirely on the first try. Just repeat the process. Reapply the powder, brush it off, and then apply the dish soap again. Step 7. Launder as usual. Once you're satisfied that the stain is mostly gone, it's time to wash the garment. Make sure to follow the care instructions on your clothing label. Wash it in the warmest water the fabric can handle to help lift out any remaining oil. Pro tip. Before you toss the item in the dryer, check the stain. If any of the oil remains, don't dry the item because the heat can set the stain permanently. Just repeat the treatment process again if necessary. Step 8. Air dry and inspect. After washing, it's best to air dry the garment first. Why? Because the heat from the dryer can lock the stain in for good if any oil is left. Once it's dry, inspect it to see if the stain is gone. If it is, you're good to go. If not, you can go back and repeat the earlier steps. Common mistakes to avoid. Now, before we wrap up, I want to quickly go over a few common mistakes people make when trying to remove oil stains. Using hot water too soon. Always use warm, not hot water initially. Hot water can set the stain. Skipping the powder step. Whether the stain is fresh or old, absorbing as much oil as possible with powder is key. Using the dryer too soon. Air dry your clothes until you're sure the stain is completely gone. Heat from the dryer can make the stain permanent. Alright, that's it for today's video. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more easy and practical cleaning tips. If you've got a favorite method for dealing with tough stains, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.